Hey guys, a warm welcome to our channel. The Tuni G3 Commercial 64mm Flat Burr Coffee Grinder is linked in the description, so if you're interested in checking out the grinder and its specifications, you can find it there. Today we're looking at the Tuni G3 Commercial, a coffee grinder that immediately grabs attention with two specifications: 64mm flat burrs and 100 grind settings. For coffee enthusiasts, having precise control over grind size can make a significant difference when dialing in different coffees. The Tuni G3 Commercial Coffee Grinder is linked in the description if you want to take a closer look at the product. Let's start with those 64mm flat burrs. Burr size alone doesn't determine grinding performance, but a larger flat burr configuration is certainly an interesting specification for a grinder positioned towards serious coffee preparation. Then there's the adjustment system. The Tuni G3 offers 100 grind settings, giving you a substantial number of adjustment points between coarser and finer grinds. That's particularly interesting for espresso because dialing in a coffee often involves making relatively small changes to grind size. Having more adjustment points can make those changes easier to control, assuming the adjustment mechanism itself is well implemented. And then there's the appearance. This particular version comes in an ivory finish, which gives the grinder a noticeably different look from the typical black or stainless steel coffee equipment we see everywhere. The Tuni G3 Commercial 64mm Flat Burr Coffee Grinder is linked in the description, so you can check out the current product details for yourself. The broader appeal of the Tuni G3 is versatility. Although espresso users may be especially interested in its fine adjustment capability, the large number of settings could also make it useful for experimenting with different brewing styles. However, more grind settings don't automatically mean better coffee. Burr alignment, particle consistency, retention, adjustment accuracy, motor performance, and the quality of the beans all contribute to the final result. So the real question is whether those 100 settings and 64mm flat burrs translate into genuinely useful control rather than simply impressive specifications. For a home barista or coffee enthusiast who enjoys dialing in different coffees, that level of adjustment could be very appealing. Overall, the Tuni G3 Commercial presents itself as a serious coffee grinder with a 64mm flat burr design, extensive 100-step grind adjustment, and an unusual ivory finish. The Tuni G3 Commercial Coffee Grinder is linked in the description if you want to investigate it further. So, is 100 grind settings actually a game-changing advantage, or is it simply a number designed to make the grinder look more impressive? If you're curious about the Tuni G3 Commercial 64mm Flat Burr Coffee Grinder, it's linked in the description. Check the specifications and decide whether its adjustment range and commercial-style design make it the right grinder for your coffee setup.